Welcome back to Morning Joe. Here with us now, the president of Malkin Holdings, whose properties include the Empire State Building, Tony Malkin. He's the co-founder of the Natural Resources Defense Council's Center for Market Innovation. Tony, good morning. Good to have you with us.
Glad to be here.
So, Empire State Building, built in 1931,
yes.
At the time the largest building in the world.
Yes, for a long time.
And you had to go back and retrofit that. It's one thing to do your house and have a contractor come in. How do you retrofit the Empire State Building?
It was actually much easier than doing a house. It's a very big building. We could attract top quality people, and very transparent and monitorable process. Much easier, much more transparent than doing a home.
And what was the goal behind doing that? What kind of message are you trying to send beyond just that one building?
We're trying to take things away from do the right thing and try to make it all about money. You know, people don't understand the cost of carbon, but they understand the cost of a watt. It's more commonly traded than the Big Mac. So if we can actually start focusing on creating negawatts, that's watts that are saved, and we compare that to the cost of an actual watt, we can start having a real cost discussion as opposed to a do the right thing discussion.
And have you getting help in the real estate community, other people joining?
Well, you know, the fun thing is we've been extremely successful. It's attracted top quality credit tenants who are interested in what we have to offer, taking what everyone thought was an obsolete building and making it incredibly desirable. And that's encouraging a little friendly competition. And it's really changing by producing data and making that data commonly available. It's changing the view of the world from putting in bike racks and showers to actually talking about real monitorable and verifiable savings and the costs and the returns.
Is there a fear among other building owners, you know, huge skyscraper buildings, is there a fear of going green? What's going to cost us? How long is it going to take?
That's a terrific question. You know, there's a big fear about being green. There's not a big fear about energy efficiency. Green is a very amorphous thing, and it doesn't really answer the what do you pay and what do you get question. With energy efficiency, it's a really clear process that we developed at the Empire State Building. It's replicable, and again, it's transparent. It's non-proprietary, open source. Anyone can do it. And it enables you to see, what am I going to spend? What am I going to make? What is my return? We know that it makes the property owners more money. It saves the tenants money. And the tenant piece is actually very interesting. You know, 50 to 65% of the energy consumed in an office building is actually consumed by tenants. So by understanding that data now, we're able to start to look at not just Energy Star awards for whole buildings, we're starting to look at directing the EPA towards making models and incentives for tenants to get Energy Star ratings for their own installations.
You know, Lyndon Johnson used to turn off the lights in the White House when he left various offices. We've had Silent Spring, an inconvenient truth. We've had various moments where things have seemed to be on the cusp of wide public consciousness, and we're really going to change something. How much has changed in your view?
I think the huge change here is we're not so much focusing on the individual, we're not focusing on the environment as much as we're turning it into a business proposition, and that's the purpose for the Center for Market Innovation at the Natural Resources Defense Council. We want scalable change with business models that are supported by economics. So this is an opportunity to go to the biggest utility consumers. If you take the top 25% by number of energy bills in New York City, you're talking to way more than 50% of the total energy consumed in New York City. So my argument is go for the bigger projects. Empire State Building consumed 40,000 households of electricity before we started our retrofit program. It only took maybe twice as many people to do the Empire State Building energy retrofit as it would take to do your home, to plan it out. And then the jobs we created are local. We're not importing an energy efficiency retrofit. It's not a solar panel or a wind turbine. These are local jobs, typically with benefits. So you get money into the local community. You reduce your reliance on energy. You can improve the clean energy component by reducing total energy consumption. There are a lot of monitorable and verifiable ways to approach this. And in the Senate, where I was yesterday, a lot of people, Senators Shaheen, Portman, Bennett, Bingaman, are all looking at different ways to approach this through legislation informed by practice as opposed to by policy directive.
And the proof is in the numbers. You guys reduced your energy consumption by 40%, saving $4.4 million a year. Who knew an 80-year-old building in New York City would be leading the way?
80 years young.
80 years young. Tony, keep up the good work. We hope people follow suit with what you're doing. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much.
Tony Malkin. Coming up, we have new weekly job